Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. I hope everyone is doing okay. Okay, this video is cooking the $30 a month SNAP benefit down. This is basement tuna. Okay, in California, seniors on Social Security are given $105 to $110 a month. I don't know if that's, I don't know how one would be expected to actually live on $30 a month, but I will be doing the $30 a month challenge. And I think it will be helpful if I take it one day at a time. I eat the food down, I show you. And so yesterday I bought this macaroni for 79 cents. This is really nice. I should get a couple more bags of this. So, okay, what I did was, I usually put this stuff in a bag, but, you know, in a plastic bag, but I will just be eating this down. So, whoops. Okay, that's, I normally close it with a rubber band. Okay, so here it is, and what I did, look how nice the macaroni is. I just cooked this down, and now I'm going to make some basement tuna. Okay, when I was trying to get sober, when I was young, there was this lady, and she used to say, you don't have to take the elevator down to the basement. Well, if you have a $30 a month food, whatever you want to call it, you have arrived. Okay, so I bought this coffee creamer because it is 24 servings, and I bought it, it's cheaper than milk. So with, if you're gonna make some gravy, or this is keto. This was $1.49. I got this cheap. It's non-dairy. So let's see what happens. I might have to add a little butter to this. So I'm gonna say that there's about 2 cups of milk in here. So I'm gonna start out with 2 tablespoons. I think it might take a little bit more than that, but we'll see what happens. Oh no, now where is my darn measuring? Well, we'll just use this one. I can't find what I did with that. I kind of really need this. Okay, so we'll just put about that much. Just to make my water like milk. I have another one. Let me show you. These powdery ones are the ones I usually buy, but these are $5.47. So I bought enough. Oh, fine. Here it is. Oh yeah, sure. That's where you keep it, on the floor. All right. So I think maybe a little bit more, maybe like 2 more tablespoons. So half of a quarter cup. I like my macaroni kind of milky. Also, if you're really broke, you can just drink this stuff. You know, you can make it into milk. Let me taste this. You can make it into milk and you can eat it on your oatmeal, or you can drink it. Okay, that tastes good. But because it is keto, I'm going to add a little, butter to it, about a tablespoon. And then yesterday, I bought this cheese. I want to tell you how much I paid for the cheese. The cheese was cheap. Okay, the pasta was $1.49, and the cheese was $2.49 for 16 pieces. $2.49, and so I wanted to buy it before I bought more, because some of the cheese is horrible. So I have butter. If I didn't have butter, I just wouldn't put any. If I was using regular coffee creamer, that's why you always want to get a couple extra creamers when you're really broke. Like if you go get a coffee, I think maybe a tablespoon. Get an extra salad dressing, get an extra coffee creamer. If they charge you 15 cents, that's okay. Okay, so I could buy a couple more of these maybe, but I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm eating this food down, and I'm going to show you. So what I do is whatever I make, I eat it. Okay. And then I'm just gonna, I think it's gonna take about 2, 3, or 4. Let me just start out. And so once I get the macaroni and cheese done, then I'm adding the tuna. This is pretty decent cheese. I keep it in the freezer, and what's good about this stuff is, don't look in my freezer. Here it is. I've never seen this brand, but I can recommend it. And if it's in these little things, you don't really have to defrost it. Okay, so it's starting to melt nicely. I don't like that fake cheese that doesn't melt. That stuff's pretty bad. I think maybe I'm going to need a little bit of flour to thicken my, so you might be thinking, aren't you afraid you're going to get lumps in your macaroni and cheese? No, but if it was to get a couple lumps, I'm just going to eat them. I'm going to eat it, lumpy, not lumpy. Okay, so we're going to be able to make some pretty decent food with all that. I posted the $30 challenge on my X for you guys. Well, this is coming along nicely now. You don't need it too thick, but you don't want it too thin either. All right, let's have another piece of cheese. It's probably going to take 4. But the cheese in that case at $2.50 would be around 60 cents each. That's cheap. Maybe I'm going to have a little bit more flour. And then what really makes it taste kind of really good too is salt and pepper. It's looking pretty good with 3 pieces of cheese. So what I want to do is I want to avoid using an extra piece of cheese just because I have it. That's what I don't want to do. All right, we don't need this. We'll save it for a cheese sandwich. This isn't part of the challenge, but I was at Ralph's and I got this butter. It's 4 packages of butter for $6.99. So I thought I'm going to take it. That's a good price. The $7 a day. Oh, this is looking pretty good. Let me get my salt out. All right. So one of the things you want to avoid is not enough food when you have a very low. Okay, so I bought these tuna fish cans. Is this 5 ounces? 5 ounces. Don't be buying packets for $1.25. Buy the cans for $1. So I'm using, I took this tuna can, I squoze all the juice out, and then I'll make a tuna fish sandwich. You guys won't see me eat it, but I could put veggies in here, but I don't need it. So I don't need that much tuna. I don't like it. Oh, you guys, it's looking pretty good. This is the way I always make tuna casserole. I don't always use a coffee creamer, but when you're really broke, you're still gonna need some kind of dairy. You can go a little bit lighter on the, so this is some cheese I bought one time. I mean some salt. It's very late. Today was my second yoga class. I am just doing it if you're a senior and you would like to try it, but you don't want to join a gym. Some of the best yoga teachers in the world have YouTube channels. It's better if you can find a good teacher, like I did, by some quirk of fate. It couldn't have worked out better because, you know, you have to stay active when you get older. I mean, if you know what's good for you. Walking 45 minutes a day doesn't cost anything. So, okay, I want to heat my chili through. I mean my macaroni and cheese. Chili is another cheapie, but most people love macaroni. They say macaroni and cheese is something people eat even after they get money. So I have one package of orange Jello, and I had pineapple in its own juice, and this is enough for 5 servings. The can, I used 3 rings, and this, I think this is Walmart, yeah. And then there's juice in there, so that's to be considered. So all this stuff of just being a cheapskate is to be considered. Okay, so my my macaroni and cheese is looking good now. So here we go. You're gonna get high cholesterol and die. How would you like to die of starvation? How would that be? Okay, I like now this part, skip this part if you're really broke. But if you wait around and you look around and you get cottage cheese on sale, it really makes the difference. I got this really good cottage cheese at Ralph's. So, but if you wait in the discount places, you can get really good dairy marked down. Just make sure you freeze it immediately if you're not going to eat it right away. That's why I froze my cheese. Then I made homemade yogurt. And this isn't, once you get the hang of this stuff, how to do it really cheap, if you want yogurt, you're going to have yogurt because you're going to stockpile powdered milk. And you're going to stockpile, you're going to buy a cheap yogurt. I bought some yogurts for $3.99. So here's my homemade yogurt. And then I made some peanut butter granola. So that will be tasty on the yogurt side. What you can do with the homemade yogurt too is you can crumble this up and eat it with milk. Okay, and on the cottage cheese side, the other day, this is not, if you're on the $30 challenge, you're going to have this stuff once you get the hang of this. I'm going to do this every night until, you know, my followers. This was the whole idea of doing the YouTube channel, to show people, oh, these are, I bought these at Grocery Outlet, these walnuts marked down really cheap. I think they were $3.99 a bag. So here we have a nice, tasty fruit dessert. Just skip the topping if you know you don't have any. It doesn't, you don't need it. All right, so now I will put my macaroni and cheese in a bowl. So this is more than, this is basement tuna casserole. It is cheap. That's okay. It doesn't matter if it's cheap. What matters is you're not going to be going hungry. That matters. Plus it's easy too. Here we go. Okay. So, okay, so I have a little tea. I thought I'd let you guys see some of my flower arrangements. I want to mention something to you. This is so beautiful. I got this very cheap at a thrift store. This is actually a really nice little jar. It's made in China. And then I wanted to show you my little painting for those of you who haven't seen this. I've had it for years. It's pretty. And then here's the rock I got. I go, wow, this is for you. This is a friend rock. You take it, and then you take a picture, and you say where you are. And I got this at Choose Gym. And then when I will enjoy it, and then I will relocate it. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. So if you're new to the fitness program, just start walking. I posted some yoga and some walking, and you can do 5 minutes at a time, 10 minutes at a time. It makes all the difference. So I thought that was a cute friend rock. Okay, I lost my rock, and I said I left my rock at the gym, and so I already redistributed my rock. So I got another one, and then I found this one, so I have to bring that other one back. I want to show you my indoor garden. Look at these guys. So when I get soybeans, I will make some soy milk, and then I can make some tofu. If you want to buy soy milk, all you do is you just bring it to a boil, and then for like 4 cups, add like 4 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, and it will curdle, and then just strain it, and you just like making cottage cheese, and you can drink it. And once you know you're going to have soy, you're not going to starve. You can make all kinds of soy yogurt, you know. I don't want my followers unnecessarily suffering lack. I heard Jello has fallen out of favor. I thought, you got to be kidding. How about granola? Granola is one of the snacks, and the other snack I forgot. Homemade granola is good. Okay, so here's the big fear. We won't be able to afford things. The grid will go down. That is possible. And a possible civil war. Let's hope not, but let's be prepared a little bit at a time. Shelter, food, and water mainly. Okay, now I have, the $30 a month. Sardines and tomatoes on top of toast or rice. So you can buy, this is not part of the plan, but I had these in the stockpile. So what you do is you just heat these a little bit. You can add some tomatoes, or you can heat them and put them on top of toast, or I usually eat them on crackers, toast, or rice. And then those are good. Here's the orange Jello, Walmart, but I get really good Jello at Ralph's. And then in my stockpile, I had this oatmeal. I will eat this down. I just finished off oatmeal is one of those things you want to stockpile. And then today I had to get toilet paper, and I got 2 of these. This will be great. I will make some chicken tomorrow, Parmesan chicken. Just toss your chicken in oil and coat it with this stuff and bake it. That's an easy meal. Okay, bacon and egg toast cups. Okay, what I've been making is egg sausage or egg biscuits on English muffins, but for toast cups, You just put your toast in a muffin, like a muffin pan, and then put an egg and some bacon and maybe some cheese and bake it for 400 for 15 minutes. Broccoli, bacon, and cheese stuffed potatoes, individual pizzas, tuna mac with macaroni and cheese, and potato soup with one like cheese and bacon or just cheese or ham. Hot dogs and baked beans. You saw I bought a big can of baked beans. A fried bologna sandwich. So all of those are good cheap meals. And tomorrow I'm going to go over this this food that I bought, and I'm going to be making a tasty little meal out of it. Let me give you a shot in case some of my followers said they can't get to Rotostone X. This was the food. This was $15 worth of food, 14 something. What I would suggest is, my grandmother used to say, get the meat first. But what I did is I thought, you know, if I'm gonna have to be on this very low budget, I would start with the carb first. So that's why I went with a bag of pasta, a large can of baked beans. I got a large can of tomatoes, a bottle of coffee creamer, and a package of cheese. And then back to Walmart, I got a box of mashed potatoes. So I got pasta, baked beans, and potatoes. So I went for the carb foods first. So there's a good chance that those are gonna last me longer than 2 weeks, so I have a surplus. And then I went for the milk, the cheese, the bologna, the hot dogs, and the tuna. All storable food, all low-cost food, full-size packages, and fits into my basic meal plan. Okay, for grid down, the main thing is start filling everything up with water. Your tubs. I hope I get 2 or 3 large trash cans, and I will immediately fill those up with water, food, and gasoline, and then pet food, especially if you have big dogs. And then it's wise to start preparing for a recession now. So, okay, so we're eating cheap food. We're not spending much. Maybe we're going to go to the food pantries. We'll see. We're going to be smart. We're not going to be prideful. And then I wanted to mention today I had an English muffin with 1 egg and one of these pieces of cheese. And then I had one of these cups of noodles. And so I wanted to tell you guys what I was going to be stockpiling. Where is that? Oh, I gotta mention this to you guys. I want to stockpile those cup of noodles, cheese slices, and biscuit mix. When I stockpile, I like to get 3. When it's something that's life and death, like no bread would be so bad, what are you gonna do with tuna? Or, you know, you can make gravy with biscuits. You can eat. This is actually good. Okay, so now the supply chain disruption might happen before the election, of course. And so what they say is going to be affected is car parts. So, okay, used cars are already inflated. And like if you get a car repair here, I don't know about the rest of the place, it's a nightmare. So if you think you might need a car repair, and then construction materials, and then produce, I go, uh-oh. So this supply chain disruption could happen before the election and before the holidays. Therefore, prepare for inflation. But for stockpiling bananas, so I bought 2 bags of banana chips. Your banana chips are not going to go, you know, you can just put those on oatmeal or make granola. Canned fruit and vegetables, I'm thinking pick up a case. Tomatoes and beans. Tomatoes are so important. I like ketchup, like tomato sauce, like tomato soup. Corn and peaches, dry fruit like raisins, so you can eat those on your oatmeal. Rice, oats, wheat, and corn meal. Okay, wheat would be flour. So I bought 4-pound bags, and I'm on the last one. Okay, so rice, check. Oats, check, because I bought 10 pounds. I guess it was last week. So think about if you do need any of those. They're saying also with this, these weather, what are these things? Weather events, strong winds and earthquakes in places that have never had them before, possibly. Okay, you heard, I don't know if you heard, but Warren Buffett has had a huge sale off, primarily in Bank of America stock, real estate, and they're expecting massive defaults. Now, you want to say to yourself, can I survive 90 days? Because if there's some kind of grid down thing, we might be able to not to get food, water. We need cash, gas, and the grocery stores. If things get bad out here, the shoplifting is like pretty bad. 99-cent only stores closed. So then if something happens, I want to make sure all my food in my freezer is either canned or dehydrated. And for some time I've been stockpiling meat. So I'm going to be doing that. Okay, so now think about these cheap TV dinners. And so maybe we can come up with some cheap meals. Pot pies, fish fillets and fries, beans, franks, and cornbread with brownies, turkey, potatoes, and mixed vegetables with cherry dessert. Okay, I am going to be buying those cherry pie fillings and whatever flavors I can find for $1.25. Nuggets with macaroni, cheese, and corn. Chicken fingers with fries. Salisbury steak with potatoes, corn or carrots. Spaghetti, enchiladas with beans or rice. Burritos. Okay, so we're thinking about that. You know, to get good ideas. You know, they don't sell them for $1.49 because they cost a lot to make. Like this, that was about a 1/4 pound of pasta, so 20 cents for the pasta. The milk was $1.49. It looks like I used about a 1/4 of it, so say about 40 cents. The tuna was 50 cents, a little butter, and a little flour. So that was probably under $1. And the dessert was really cheap because a lot of it was homemade. And then, let's see, I guess that's all about I want to show you this. This is cute. When I go to thrift stores, I keep my eye out for paintings. Nice ones, nice little paintings. And then I put them around my house and it looks nice. So I'm not going to be spending too much money at the thrift stores because I realized that the house was already looking pretty nice. I have all the Christmas decor, so now all I have to do is get it ready. But I wanted to mention my flower arrangements. I do need a few more flowers because I want a big arrangement of flowers in my living room. Okay, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Bye, you guys.